Hey, all you comic book readers and true believers, it's Tuesday, and I'm your ever-loving blue-eyed comic guy, Mitch Harmon. You guys know what's up. Mitch's Picks. From Image Comics, Section 0, Number 1, written by Carl Kessel, art done by Tom Grummett. Section 0 is kind of the secret agency the UN uses to settle, I guess, kind of extraterrestrial or mystical problems, so to speak. It only consists of a few team members. They go around. One dude's got like a magical sword or blue fire sword, something like that. Another one's like she comes from a long line of archaeologists and adventurers, so to speak. Of course, they got to have an alien, and this book actually shows them interacting with the first of the new members of the team. Some type of like bug boy or something like that. It's kind of an X-Files feel to it, mixed with a little bit of Jack Kirby-esque feel as well. Not too much going on as far as just like world building in this, but it looks pretty cool. And if you're into the mystic and the sci-fi stuff, I highly recommend picking this up, guys. Check it out. For Marvel Comics, Major X, Number 1, written and drawn by Rob Liefeld. This book is a new miniseries spinning out of Marvel Comics. I want to say it's probably set in the 90s, and it's not just because it's a Rob Liefeld thing. It actually feels like the X-Force team that is dealing with Major X is from the 90s. Major X, a lot of world building in this one. Major X seems to come from an alternate timeline where basically mutants were finally living in a utopian place, but all of a sudden his universe started being dissolved, and he's come to our timeline, the 616 timeline, to try to figure out exactly actually he knows who caused it. He's here to try to find the person, figure out how to reverse it. Not sure if it's going to work out that way because different timelines, different brains. Who knows what's exactly going to go down? But there is a reveal. You find out who Major X is. He does have a tie to one of the other main X-Men that we know. One of the old and true X-Men, I guess you could say. Like I said, this is a miniseries, 5 or 6 issues coming out. Written by Rob Liefeld, the master of the pouches, so to speak. And this one actually has no pouches on it, so it's kind of throwing you for a little bit of a loop, guys. But a little miniseries, Rob Liefeld art. If you guys are into any of that 90s, great 90s X-Men stuff, I highly recommend picking this up, guys. Check it out. From Kaboom Comics, Rocko's Modern Afterlife, Number 1, written by Anthony Birch, art done by Matteo Di Dio. This is a new miniseries coming out of Kaboom. This really has nothing to do with the previous Rocko's Modern Life. It's only going to be 4 issues. Basically, if you guys remember a couple years back, there was the Afterlife with Archie, where basically Riverdale was infected with the zombie virus, and Archie and his friends had to figure out what was going on. Well, it's basically the same thing, except for it's Rocko. And Rocko takes a very Rocko approach to this, where he just says, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. I'm going to sit inside my house and just wait for it all to blow over. That is until he finds out that his best friend Hef may be infected with the virus. And now he's got to try to figure out what exactly was going on and also possibly a cure. Like I said, this is a 4-part miniseries. Really quick read, guys. So if you guys are a big fan of the Rocko's Modern Life, or even if you just like funny stories, I highly recommend to pick this up, guys. Check it out. For Marvel Comics, The War of the Realms, Number 1, written by Jason Aaron, art done by Russell Dodderman. This is supposed to be the next big thing coming out of Marvel. This is the big summer event that's going to be going on. If you guys have been following Jason Aaron's Thor stuff, I would recommend going back and reading his first God of Thunder stuff, but more specifically the recent Mighty Thor with Jane Foster as Thor and whatnot. This is kind of things that were happening. This are kind of coming all to a head in this one, so to speak. For those of you that have not been following it, Malekith, the Lord of the Dark Elves, has been waging war on the 9 realms. And he has actually conquered the 9 realms, except for one, Midgard. And he's bringing his battle to Earth with all of his other minions. The Heaven Angels, Surtur, actually it's Cinder, his daughter, and all the fire demons or whatever they are, trolls. There's ice giants, a lot of stuff going on in this, guys. I don't think you need to read any of the miniseries that are coming out, although I hear the War Scrolls is supposed to be really good. There are 9 miniseries tying in, but it seems like you can just kind of read this 6-part miniseries and be content with it. Also, there's going to be a lot of other tie-ins as well. Venom's got a tie-in, Captain America's got a tie-in, Avengers got a tie-in, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl's got a tie-in. There's a lot of tie-ins to this book, guys. But like I said, if you're a fan of the fantasy and stuff like that, I highly recommend picking this up. And also, it's just a cool story about people on Midgard having to fight against all of these like monsters and demons and all the cool stuff, guys. Jason Aaron's a phenomenal writer, and Russell Darterman's an amazing artist, guys. Check it out. From Marvel Comics, Maximum Carnage, trade paperback, written by Tom DeFalco, J.M. DeMantis, many, many more. Most notably, Mark Magley art, but there's many other artists that are attached to this as well. I figured like picking this one was very appropriate with the announcement of Absolute Carnage coming out later on this summer. If you've not read anything of Carnage, this is definitely the best one to do. To read. Carnage has been going around trying to spread his message of chaos all across New York City, and has even recruited a couple people as well. Demogoblin, Shriek, Spider-Man Doppelganger, I think there's another one in there somewhere. Basically just going around spreading chaos, what Cletus Cassidy loves best. So Spider-Man needs to build his own team. Cloak and Dagger, Captain America, and an unlikely alliance, an unsettling alliance with Venom in this one as well. This is kind of the beginning of Venom turning over a new leaf, becoming a good guy, but Venom's never really been the good guy anyways in this. This is all 14 issues, all laid out for you, so you don't have to worry about reading order or anything, so it's a really great read, guys. Plus, like I said, anything that you want to learn a little bit about Carnage, this is definitely a place to start, guys. So I highly recommend you to check it out. That's all my picks for this week, everyone. This Saturday, we are doing a Smash Brothers tournament. It starts at 5 p.m. It's $5 to play. If you guys have already paid for it, we have your name set aside and you guys are good, but we still have seats open, so come on in, $5 to play. There is cash prizes, I believe. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If anything, you just get to sit around and play Smash Brothers and, you know, talk amongst like-minded individuals, guys. So definitely come by and check that out. That's all my picks for this week, everyone. Keep reading your comics, true believers.
See you next week.